Hello, Coronado, graduating class of 2005. My name is Ron Francoeur, and I taught with you guys there. I also coached some sports. When I think back to our time back at Coronado, man, it was great memories. The class of 2005 was the first class that I taught all 4 years with. Man, some of you, we spent a lot of time together from morning workouts, lunchtime basketball practices, and class together. One thing I really remember, and I want to thank everyone for, is you guys really set the tone for my teaching. To this day, my wife and I are still teaching in New Mexico, and I kind of learned from you guys it's more important to listen to your students, and you can learn a lot from them as much as you can teach them. How important it was to build strong relationships with them, and then you never needed strong discipline. The one thing I'm not sure if anyone else mentioned in their videos, when you coach at Coronado, there's a time when other coaches come up to you and they ask you, hey, what's the secret? And you kind of give them a look like, what do you mean secret? And they say, how does Coronado get their kids to play so hard? And I always think you guys should look around the room right now. The secret was you. The moment you guys walked on that campus, no one was ever going to outwork you or tell you there was something you couldn't do. And when I think about it, why other coaches thought about or talked about, like, my guys going to D1, you guys always talked about how to get it done. And when other coaches talked about what it would take to win, you guys talked about the same thing every week, doing whatever it takes to win. Man, I hope you held on to that secret power that you guys have. Coronado was a very, very special place. You know, as you've gotten older now and as you've kind of lived life more, I hope you realize how much you guys have in common. There's so many cliches now about teams playing with brotherhood or we're built different. I can tell you now, 20 years later, Coronado was the originator. You never really seen a group of people happier after a game, after a win, and you knew they cared about each other because you talked about each other's accomplishments more than your own. And then after sometimes when times didn't go so well, when you walked in that locker room, the devastating sadness was never about losing. It was always about the fear that you let your family down or your brothers down. When I think back to those times and all the great memories we had together and how special you guys were and how special Coronado is, I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you guys tell each other how much you care about each other and all the good times you've had. I hope you tell your families the same thing and share some of that Coronado magic with them. I wish I could be there. There's many of you that I would love to see and hear what's happened in your life in the last 20 years and how successful you have become. You are very, very lucky for the experience, and I am incredibly grateful and thankful for you sharing just a small part of your life with me, because it definitely changed my life forever. I hope you guys have a great night. Be safe. Go Dons.